is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Gemini, in today's reading, I'm going to give you 2 cards from Denise Lynn Oracle Cards. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading. Also wanted to let you know that I am definitely doing a lot of changes to my YouTube page or videos. So not just the videos, but to add more content to my to where we're going to be doing more lives. We're going to be giving readings. We're going to have guests, also stuff like that. So so I hope you guys join us and stay with us and continue to tell your friends and family, whoever, that to subscribe, because it does help. All right, so let's do this. Gemini, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini, for their highest good. Gemini. This is for Gemini Spirit, Gemini. Wow, look at that. All right, so you start off with the Great Adventure card. Take a risk and venture forward. So definitely, I feel like you need to just try new things. I feel like you need to start being spontaneous and try to like really do new experiences instead of doing the same old, really try something different and something new. Okay. And then you have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Wow. I feel like there is abundance coming in for you. I feel like there's blessings, that you have people that support you out of nowhere, will give you something, or out of nowhere there's just happiness, or they're saying, this and that. I feel like you just have a lot of support around you from friends and family. So it's very nice. I like that a lot. All right, Gemini, so let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini. Okay, I'm being told to use these and then use those. Okay, so let's do this. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Gemini, see what's going on. One for the current for Gemini. One for this situation. Okay. One for the past or now. What's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. So you're definitely I feel like you really need to go within, okay? Like there's some things that you're not seeing. Maybe there's been opportunities around you, you're just not really seeing them. I feel like there's a decision that you are definitely contemplating. There's happiness though around you. There's definitely a lot of happiness, but they're asking you to try to keep everything balanced. So let's see what's going on, okay? Yeah, you start off with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is definitely saying that, you are definitely in the light. You are the light, to find your courage and your confidence, to be that unique person that you are, Gemini, that, you don't need to worry about anybody else. You do your own thing, not care about anybody else also. I feel like, you just need to find your strength to put your energy into something that is going to definitely something that's going to make you happy. Like, you do your own thing. You find your own courage to do what you want to be that unique person, okay? Because that's what that is right here. You have the Three of Pentacles for the situation, and they really want you to put something new out there. Like, try to do something different. Just like this card says, Great Adventure. Like, try it. Be spontaneous. You never know what's going to work until you put it out there. They're saying that you need to start, putting your ideas out there. I feel like you have a lot of support from friends and family that you're not even knowing. They're asking you to put your energy into something that's going to make you happy. Also, too, with the Knight of Wands here, I do feel like, you are definitely going to be moving forward. But they want you to take your time about things, okay? Really start taking your time about things. Don't just rush or jump into anything, okay? just, this is a card of being spontaneous, yes, but do it the right way, okay? Like, don't just jump into something that you're gonna regret later on, okay? Really slow down on things. You need to. And then you have the Emperor card here, and what's hidden. The Emperor is definitely talking about taking your power back, being in the power that you have, knowing that you're very strong-willed, that you know how to make decisions, that you know how to do the things that you need to do, being that leader that you are, Gemini. For the hopes and fears, I do feel like you're waiting on something. I feel like you could be waiting on people to come back or just a message to come through. It's like you're just waiting on something. You need to leave that behind. Really have patience also for the things that are going on in your life. Um, you have the Nine of Swords here. I feel like you're in your mind a lot. I feel like you're thinking about this. You're thinking about what could happen to you and how would this happen and how would this go. And I feel like you need to really leave that alone. Like, leave the worry. Just leave the worry. Enjoy your life, you guys. Be in the moment and enjoy your life. We'll see why that is here. You have also have the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like you just want to have fun. Like you just want to, have enough money for everything and not worry about anything. I feel like you're wanting that material success. But we'll see why it's here. I also feel like for somebody here, I don't know who this is for, but I also feel like if you're feeling that if you had a lot of money, you could give it to this person or that person and they would come back. That's who I'm getting that for somebody for that. I don't know what that is. And then you had the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is definitely talking about using your inner power, your intuition, the gut feeling that you have. Really try to trust it. Really try to move it and open it, because there is a gift that you do have here. You have that inner knowing. Wow, very nice. All right, so let's do this. Take what resonates with you, Gemini, and leave the rest. See what's going on for the rest of your reading. You do have the Queen of Wands here. And why is the Queen of Wands here for Gemini? The Nine of Wands. One more card. Oh, very nice. Definitely beautiful. You do have the Queen of Wands. Like I said, don't let anybody take your light away from you. Be happy, live in the moment, find your courage, your confidence, your strength to continue on with life, to keep going. Like, stop caring so much about what anybody else is doing, what anybody else is talking about. Stop caring so much about it. Just leave it, let it go, and keep going forward, okay? I feel like with the Nine of Wands, for you not to give up on anything, just keep your hope, your faith, and keep pushing forward. I feel like even at times that you struggle, you still continue to push forward because you're that resilient, you're that strong. And I feel like also too that there is success here. You are moving towards success, and you have had success in your life. But you need to really realize that. And also too, it's coming in. It's going to come in. But don't give up on anything, okay? Find your strength and courage to keep going forward. You do have the Three of Pentacles here, Gemini. And why is the Three of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow, look at that. So from the 3, you went to the 4. So it's very interesting when you get that. So you do have the Three of Pentacles. Like I said, you do have a lot of support from friends and family. People do support you. They're very loving and they're giving towards you. Really enjoy your moment. Enjoy the moment in life. Really be happy. I feel like they want you to create something, to put it out there. Like, put your energy into something that's going to make you happy. Just enjoy yourself. Live in the moment. Be in the moment with your life. But there is some kind of partnership, some kind of collaboration here that's going on in your life. You could be partnering up with somebody to create something also for some of you guys. I feel like you need to really watch your finances. I feel like you need to let go also about the past. You're still continuing to hold on very tightly. And they're asking you to really try to let it go, okay? There is definitely unexpected messages coming in towards you. I feel like there is also intuitive messages that could be coming in for you. Like when you're dreaming, try to remember your dreams, try to write them down and see what it's about. I feel like you are you need to trust your emotions and what you're feeling and how you're feeling. Really trust on how you're doing things, and also to keep your emotions out of the decisions that you're making. Like, like you could be saying, oh, I hate that person, I hate that, so I'm not gonna do it. Don't do that. Don't put involve your emotions into a decision. Okay, really keep your emotions away from the decisions that you're about to make. Okay, and like I said, pay attention to your dreams because there is intuitive messages there. Do you have the Knight of Wands? Really slow down on things. Really try not to jump into anything like conclusions. Really do it right. Like I said, you do have that spontaneous card here, but they're asking you to try different things, not just to jump into something. You have the Emperor card here. And why is the Emperor here? For Gemini. Oh, one more card. All right. So really take back your leadership, step back into your power. Remember that you are the leader, okay? You are going to know how to make these decisions that are going to come through. You definitely are. Remember that you're very wise, you're very intelligent, you know how to do things, you are ready for anything that comes your way. You've always been, you always have, and you're going to be able to get through anything that comes your way also. I feel like they're asking you to try to keep everything balanced, your home, your family, yourself, your health, sleep better, eat better, do things better, just really keep everything balanced. I also feel like you are very divinely guided, you need to know that you are. Even if you feel like you're not, you still need to know that you are very divinely guided. I feel like you, with the Ace of Cups here, I feel like you need to really nurture yourself. I feel like there could be a new person coming into your life, could be a friend, could be a love interest, could be anybody. But really forgive yourself, really have compassion also. I feel like you just, you need to put your energy into something that's going to make you happy. Okay? And really take care of yourself better, nurture yourself. You have the Hangman down here, Gemini. Why is it Hangman here? For the hopes and fears. Wow, look at that. You got the Three of Pentacles. Or, no, I'm sorry. It's the Three of Cups. All right, so I feel like you're waiting on something, like you're really waiting on somebody or something to happen or come through. I feel like you just need to have patience for it, I feel like you need to really look at things very differently now. Because you do have a lot of, even though you are missing people in your life, because I do feel like you are, I feel like you're really waiting on somebody to come back, and I feel like you just need to keep living life. For, I don't know who that message was for, but it's for somebody. I feel like you have a lot of support around you. You do, but you're just not like really realizing it. I feel like you need to look around and look at the abundance that you do have, to value the abundance that you do have, like your home, your family, your friends, your, a refrigerator full of food, or, a place to lay your head, or even water to drink. Really value the little things that are around you, nature, the animals, whatever it is, really have that. I feel like there is a very loving energy here. I feel like there is also abundance you could be waiting on, like some kind of material success. You could be waiting on something like that. But I do feel like there is something trying to come in for you. But really, really just go on with life. Like, try not to wait for it. Live life. Like, stop waiting. Stop waiting on somebody. Stop waiting on things. Live life. Like, it'll come in when you let it go. It'll come in when you stop waiting for it. It'll come in when you stop worrying about it. Okay? So really just know that. I also feel like there could be celebration here. There could be like celebration. I feel like there's a lot of growth. I also feel like there could be somebody pregnant that's around you, or about to be pregnant, or you could be you. So just know that. But they really want you to enjoy the small things around you. Like I said, be grateful for the things that you do have, because a lot of us don't have that. Okay? You have the Nine of Swords here for what you need to do now. And why is the Nine of Swords here? One more card. Wow. All right. Wow. Look at that. Wow. All right. So So I feel like with the Nine of Swords here, you see this lady, you know, or this lady or this man. It could be anybody. Um, Tarot has no gender here. Okay, so just know that. Okay, so you know they're very worried. You know, you could see the frustration. You could see the anxiety. They have their head and their over their have their hands over their face, like, ah, what am I gonna do next? Why is this happening to me? You know, and I feel like you really you really want that material success and you want that happiness, and you know, but you need to work on that. It's something that you need to do, like that material success. You know, start saving money. You know, have your faith. Keep your faith on things. You know, don't just give up and oh, it's not going to come in for me. You know, start talking positive. Start doing positive. I feel like you're wanting that material success and you want that happiness together with everything that's coming in. You know, with everything that's here. And it will come in, but it's like you need to leave this behind. You know, you need to just live in the moment and stop worrying about what's going on. You know, like stop waiting on things. Just live life. That's what they want you to do. You do have the 10 of Pentacles here. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow, look at that. Okay, so with the 10 of Pentacles, I do feel like you're really wanting that material success. You know, you feel like everything will be happy. You could make everybody happy if you just had it. You know, you're really wishing and wanting this very much. And I feel like it's something is definitely going to come in for you because you do have this card here twice. So I do feel like there's some kind of abundance coming in for you. But I don't think it's going to be like a millions and millions and millions. But I do feel like there's some kind of abundance coming in. I feel like you need to take control of everything that's going on in your life. Okay? Really take control of everything that's going on in your life. What you're doing, how you're doing it, you know, and really change the way you're seeing things. Because it's like the universe, the spirit guides are saying, you know, hey, move forward. Take control of everything that's going on. Like, I'm not saying like, hey, go be controlling. I'm saying that, you know, start doing and start enjoying life. Start moving forward from the worrying, from the arguing, from the, you know, feeling frustrated, stuff like that. Start taking care of you. Start taking care of yourself. You know, enjoy it. Enjoy what's going on, you know. Instead of always being or waiting, you know, that's what they want you to do is move forward. They want you to start moving forward from everything. Um, they want you to get your confidence back, you know, be confident that, you know, things are going to fall into place for you. With the Nine of Pentacles here also. I feel like you're very independent and you do know how to do things for yourself. But you need to start working on yourself and trust yourself on things. They really need to live in the moment, you guys. Really live in the moment instead of, you know, being in this worrying or this sadness or this, you know, waiting on somebody or something. You are rushing into things. You just need, or hoping that you get a bunch of money and it's gonna make everything better, because it's not. It won't. Um, yeah, it will for a lot of people. I'm not saying that, you know, you're not gonna get it, but there is some kind of abundance trying to come in. But what I'm saying is that they're asking you to live in the moment, to be in the moment. And that's something you need to work on. Okay? You have the High Priestess here. And why is the High Priestess? For the outcome. Oh, that's a lot of cards. So we're going to take the one that flipped. Use this one. Okay. So, you do start off with the High Priestess. You know, really trust your intuition, okay? Really start using your intuition, trusting your intuition on things. And really communicate better. Really express yourself better. You know, don't be harsh or mean to anybody or animal or anything like that. Really express yourself better, because I'm telling you, if you have words with compassion and be nice and, you know, try not to yell or scream at anybody, you know, it takes you further. It does. I feel like you need to really try to balance your emotions also. I feel like you also need to see the truth in everything before you start making any judgment. Okay, because that's what they're saying. You know, really see the truth. Try not to jump to conclusions like, you know, they did it because of this, or they did it because of that, or they're away because of this, you know. Don't do that. You know, just see the truth, and don't jump to conclusions. Okay, is that what they're saying? Um, and I feel like you need to just like explore different things, like new things, okay? So that you don't have to be waiting, so you don't have to be frustrated or worry about anything. Really live in the moment, you guys, okay? All right, so Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.